Drums equals history, math, geography, language. This is so huge for you guys as teachers and as future teachers, is understanding that whatever you're teaching, doesn't matter if it's guitar, bass, piano, vocals, basketball, badminton, we all love badminton. No matter what you're teaching, that it has a history. In drumming and in music, it does have math tied to it. More than likely, it has a geography. It must have started somewhere, and there's different styles of music that come from different places. And then it is a language. Music is a language, and we know that there's been people that have made, Benny made the Language of Drumming DVD. I think in the world of TED, Victor Wooten probably has the best video I've ever seen on language or music being a language. But all of these things are super important. So let's go back to the drum set real quick, and let's figure out each one of these. So let's say that I've got, I'll go with this. This will be a little loud. All right, so that is based off of Brazilian samba. Now it's a pretty rundown version of it since I'm missing some key elements to the drum set, but it's still based on the Brazilian samba. So drums, now if I'm gonna teach that and I don't know the history behind it, I don't know the geography behind it, I don't know the math behind it, and I don't know what's trying to be conveyed through it, the language of this, how am I gonna teach it? I'm gonna teach it pretty stale. It is this. Your foot does this. Boom, 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 boom. When you feel like you have that, you're going to put in some of this. Chick, boom, boom, chick, boom, boom, chick. Now do cool hot sauce with hands. Lesson over. Thanks for checking out notmikeslessons.com. So you can't do that. You need to do your research. It's your job. And here's the crazy thing. You don't even have to work hard for it. Type in Brazilian samba right now to Google. Just open a new window and do it. I guarantee the first thing that'll come up will be a Wikipedia article explaining everything about Brazilian samba. Well, just read it, and then read it again, and then read it 2 more times and commit it to memory and think like, how does that relate to what you're trying to teach? If you know that stuff, it's gonna get a lot better. So, first thing we have is drums equals history. When did this show up? You have to figure that stuff out. When did the drum set show up? And who made it? And who made multiply drum shells? And all that kind of stuff. Think about the history. If I'm dealing with Brazilian samba, I want to think like, well, who are the guys that brought this in? And how did this happen? And I don't want to get into a big history lesson, but learn about things like the slave trade that brought different people to different areas and that allowed religious ceremonial music to mix with the Brazilian culture and allowed, all of this stuff to start to grow into a certain area. And then why? Why did this thing happen? What is it used for? Knowing that this is a party thing, this is an uplifting type of groove, that helps you not only teach it, but teach the student when the heck they should do it. That's so important. For them to be sitting there playing a ballad, and it's like, yeah, it's my first gig with Christina Aguilera, we're playing beautiful, everything's great. I'm thinking, I don't know, street party samba now? What? Dog. And then Christina would be like, who's your drum teacher? And it's like, Jack Love? And no, that's not the case, because he would never tell you to do that. But it's so important that it's like, okay, well, here's when to do this, okay? And so that stuff's really important. The math behind it, okay? That's the counting and the separation of the notes. If you said, okay, I don't know music theory at all. I don't know what 16th notes are. I don't know what 8th notes are. Okay. Think of it like this. It's a group of 4 notes. 3 of the 4 are being played. 1 is not. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. The 2 is not being played. Bring that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. The bass drum is being played on the 1 and the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. The hi-hat is being played on the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that is not how I would teach samba What I'm telling you is you need to know samba on that level of depth for the math side, because what if they come to you and you think, all right, we're going to feel this as 16th notes, the bass drum's on the 1 and the and it'll be going on in a cycle. So it'll be 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. The hi-hat's going to come in on the and of 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And the student's just looking at you like, yeah, I was looking for drum lessons. I have no idea what you just said. It's like, that's when we go to the, you know what, think of it like this. Say that word. Think of it like this. Say those words. And then all of a sudden, it's all possible. So that's the math. The geography, please, new drum educators, stop calling Brazilian stuff, samba, Latin. Like everyone's like, yeah, man, I love Afro-Cuban stuff, like the samba. Like, do you have a map? I'm terrible at geography, but I can tell you that the samba is not Afro-Cuban. So look at South America, look at Brazil, look at the surrounding countries, figure out what indigenous rhythms made their way into Brazil and what rhythms came through the slave trade into Brazil and mixed in with these cultures and gave us what we have, and learn that history.